My full name is Thadd Krueger, and I am doing every male ensemble member in Annie, from the chauffeur to Lieutenant Ward to Howe, FDR's assistant, and ensemble.
Wonderful. So when did you start performing, and when was that moment that you realized that you were meant to be in the business of theater?
I started performing really in high school, probably freshman year of high school. I had an inkling to do it in 6th grade, and junior high was very creative, but high school is probably where I officially started and ended up having a love for it and finding something I wanted to do for a living. So.
And then how did you hear about Theater Aspen, and how did you get involved with the show Annie?
I actually sought Theater Aspen out. Theater Aspen, I moved to Denver from New York about maybe 8 months before, 6 months before, and I was combing all of my options to perform, and I found Theater Aspen through maybe the Denver Post, I'm not sure, and I ended up contacting Theater Aspen on my own and saying, could I come and audition, and what's the deal with your season? Are you auditioning in Denver? Turns out they were auditioning in California and New York. I kind of want to go like this or like here. I'm not sure which one I want to do.
Either.
Yeah, so that's where I sought them out and contacted Peggy, and then in turn she put me in touch with Paige, and I may or may not have been the first person at Theater Aspen to be hired from a Skype audition. So clearly I can work well with the camera, as you can see. So that's what I'm trying to do.
What do you think's different or special about Colorado theater?
What I think is probably different is it's not so cutthroat, and it's just more of a warm, welcoming kind of environment. People are more supportive of each other. In New York, there's so many people and there's so many actors that are up for one role that, you know, it's just, you just want that job. I mean, chorus line, I think I need this job, whatever that song was written for a reason, obviously. And so yeah, I would say that Colorado is just more warm and inviting.
Great. Now, you explained already that you're playing what's called an ensemble track, which means you play a number of different parts within the show of Annie. Now, what's it like to take on so many different personas and have to switch from character to character within one show?
I love it, because it's like an opportunity as an actor to have, like, you know, 4 plays in one, to have to create different characters for the scenes. Our director, Marjorie, you know, could have very well been like, you know, Thadd, just do this or do that. But she took time with me, and she worked on, you know, something that I had 6 lines, worked on what the character is, what it should be like, what its background is. So it's fun. It's like doing 4 plays in one.
Great. Now, on the off chance that you get any free time in Aspen, what's been your favorite part about living here for the summer?
The food. Eating. Yes, probably the food. I'm kind of a food connoisseur, and I will find any place in any town that I'm working that is cheap, and I can get something from $5 to $10, and then I just milk that the rest of the summer. So the food has been great.
What restaurant is that?
CP Burger. Oh. I've recently discovered at the Clark's supermarket, which was put in our packet, that you can get a salad for $5. And I'm talking a big salad, so that's my new thing, is the salad bar at Clark's Market. And aside from eating, I mean, I'm still a city boy, so I'm still adjusting to Colorado, and I've really tried to embrace this side of me that likes mountains and outdoors, and I've only been on one hike, and I probably won't be on another, but, you know, you do what you can do.
Exactly. Do you have any advice to either the aspiring local Colorado actor or those in general who are thinking about getting into this business?
I would say the advice to be, I probably have 2 pieces of advice. The first advice is hone other skills aside from acting, because you will need to have other jobs. I mean, Lucy, who I'm not looking at right now, I'm looking at the camera, I should be looking at her. She has other skills, obviously. She's working here at Theater Aspen, and then also has an artistic background as well. So I would say hone any other skills that you have, whether it be corporate skills in an office or teaching, anything that you could float the acting career with, and do the acting and then have something else to fall back on, as my parents would say when I was in college. And also maybe probably don't personalize when you don't get a role. Know that you're going to get what you're going to get, and whatever you're meant to get, and not to be so concerned about that. Just know that's the nature of the business, that being an actor is going to be uncomfortable. You're not going to always be comfortable with what you're doing, so don't take it personally, and just, you know, keep doing your best job at what you're doing, and you'll get cast. I mean, look at me. I got cast from a Skype audition. I mean, come on. What's the chance of that? High Page Price. How you doing?
Well, speaking of special skills, do you have any secret special skills outside of those that are wonderfully showcased in Annie that your adoring fans might want to know about?
Oh, Lord. Well, I can do a good impersonation of Celine Dion, and I also have a good Mariah Carey squeak, so maybe I'll do that.
You should.
Yeah, because she's kind of, you have to do the hand movement too. It's kind of the Mariah Carey, Christina Aguilera, but she's like...
And the other one?
Oh, I don't want to do that.
All right, you'll have to stay tuned for part 2 in order to hear, who was it?
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion. Oh golly,
That's pretty scary.
That'll be for next season.
Exactly.
Well, if our online viewers have still got their ears from that squeak, this is Lucy Obus signing off with Thadd Krueger from the cast of Annie at Theater Aspen, the 2011 summer season. Bye.